אוקיי. מסכת שקלים, פרק ראשון. ביאור משנה א', explanation for משנה א'. כבר הקדמנו בפתיחה, we already said in the introduction, כי בזמן שבית המקדש היה קיים, that at the time that the temple was there, היה כל אדם ישראל חייב ליתן מחצית השקל. Every Jew needed to give half a shekel. למקדש בכל שנה, to the temple every year. לצורך קורבנות ציבור. The main purpose was the sacrifices. פרק זה בא לבאר, this chapter comes to teach, כיצד סידרו בית הדין את גביית מחצית השקל. How was it collected? How was it done? And the rest. Okay. How? באחד באדר משמיעין על השקלים. On the first of Adar, you're going to start making announcements. Guys, we're starting to collect. We're starting to collect. Give the money. Let's start. מכריזים בכל ערי ישראל. They used to send people to all the shuls. There's no shuls there, sorry. It wasn't a shul. To all the town squares. Yeah? There were a few shuls, but not many. To all the town squares, they used to send people. And the people would stand over there and say in the town square, guys, we're reminding everybody, you have to give the shkalim. שיביאו את שקליהם. שכן, why? מראש חודש ניסן צריכים לקנות את קורבנות הצידור מן השקלים החדשים. From the first day of Nisan, you need to buy the sacrifices from the new money. כמו שהזכרנו כבר בפתיחה למסכתנו, like we explained in the beginning. הילקח, מקדימים להכריז עליהם באחד באדר. Therefore, you already need money in the coffers to buy the new things. So you're already saying it, guys, now is the time to start giving the money. כמו שאומרים חכמים, שואלים ודורשים בהלכות החג, קודם לחג 30 יום. And this is where the custom is, you know that you need to learn the halachas of the holiday 30 days before the holiday comes. ואפילו לדעת רבן שמעון בן גמליאל הסובר, even according to the opinion of רבן שמעון בן גמליאל, that he holds, ששואלים ודורשים שתי שבתות קודם. He says, you don't need a month, you need 2 weeks. So it says, how do you understand the shkalim? Why the shkalim is a month before? מכל מקום מקדימים להחזיר באחד באדר, but he even admits that on shkalim you do it before, on the first of Adar. Why? לפי שב-15 בו שולחנים. Because on the 15th of Adar, there's already going to be collection plates running around. So you remind the people, hey, let's put this in perspective. I know a lot of people don't realize that. We live in a cash society. Yeah, there were many people at that time that never saw cash in their life. They didn't deal with cash. Yeah, because they don't need to. No, they didn't. A lot of people in Israel at the time never touched cash. You don't need to. I'll give you two eggs, you give me a cow. I'll give you 2 eggs, you give me milk. You know, people borrowed. Yeah, people lived in a village. Everybody knows they exchanged products.
They didn't have money.
Oh, they didn't have money. So that's why you needed to tell them, because on the 15th of Adar, you already need to give the cash. So they told guys, go make sure that you have cash to give. That's the idea.
They have to go and get the cash.
Exactly, you have to get the cash. I know that you usually don't use cash.
So they have to sell something probably.
Go make whatever it is you do usually. Go make sure you have cash, because I'm not going to take your eggs. I'm not going to take your chicken. I need a coin. I don't deal with eggs and chickens. You know, this is the idea.
They had to maybe had banks or something that they change it for.
Whatever, yeah.
Give me $1.
Exactly. Something like this.
Like that.
And the people who made a lot of money, the bankers.
They would go to the goyim, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's not like they weren't coins. Israel had coins.
Yeah, but they didn't hold them.
The populace, yeah, exactly. The populace, if in the villages, didn't need that. You know, when they were rich, yeah, they would live. You're like the Amish. You know, they live. I'll help you, you'll help me, everything is going to be good. Yeah. The Amish do work today with a lot of cash because they sell things to the public. But imagine the Amish 300 years ago or 200 years ago. They didn't need cash, they didn't need American dollars. Yeah. Okay. So מכל מקום מקדימים להכריז באחד באדר, but nevertheless they used to say it on the 1th of Adar, לפי שב-15 בו שולחנים, because on the 15th now you need to exchange. Also there was another problem. What was the other problem? This is another thing that people don't realize. Israel was 10 countries. It wasn't one country. It had 10 different kinds of systems. It had they had different coins. Each country, each shevet, a different coins, yeah. Not only that, sometimes they will use, in the north they will use this coin. In the south they will use another coin. Remember, in the north they would trade with the Lebanon, right? In the south they would trade with Egypt. So sometimes they would use coins from Egypt. Sometimes they use coin from Lebanon. Like you go in Mexico, you can use American dollars. It's one of those things. So it depends on the things. So exactly. So even if you have a coin, I don't want your coin.
I don't dinar from
exactly from China. I want it.
Where is going to bring it?
Exactly. So that's what it is. On the 15th of Adar, Asubu Shulchanim. On the 15th of Adar, they put they put tellers. And what do the tellers do? They will exchange. They will take all the coins, all the stuff, and they will make the exchange. Here, you give me two Egyptian coins, and I'll give you one shekel HaKodesh. Or give me half an Egyptian coin, and I'll give you. It depends on the value. Like the bursa, exactly like today. המחליפים מטבעות שונים לצורך שקלים. They would exchange different coins because people have different. What am I going to do with your coin? So some people didn't have coins at all. So you need to warn them beforehand. And those people who have different coins says, I don't. So this would be, they will put tables over there and you will exchange.
Yeah, but these guys, they're only money exchange. They don't buy anything from ships.
No, money exchange. That's it. Money exchange. This is exactly like bursa, money exchange. You give me shkalim, I'll give you dollars. היו יושבים במדינה. They used to sit in the Medina. I think when it says Medina, a lot of people read it in the country, but it doesn't mean country. I think Medina means Yerushalayim. Yeah, but we'll see. ובבבלי אמרו, in the Bavli they said, we're going to talk about the Mishnah Gimel. So, ובבשני אמרו, גלוי וידוע לפני מי שאמר והיה עולם, it says it is known before God, שעתיד המן לשקול על ישראל. God knew that Haman is going to give money for the Jewish people. He's willing to give hundreds of millions of dollars just to kill the Jews. So in other words, look at the self-sacrifice this Haman had, how much he hated the Jews. He was willing to waste his entire money just to kill another Jew. So God says, look, this guy has a dedication. We need to bring a dedication against him. What's the dedication against him? This is the dedication against him. לפיכך הקדים שקליהם לשקליו. Therefore God put our shkalim before his shkalim, because otherwise his dedication will be greater than ours. וזה ששנינו, and this is another reason why we say באחד באדר, because this has to do with Purim now. Haman and...
אבל פורים זה י"ד, לא?
Yeah.
י"ד אדר. And we have to bring until the ט"ו.
So we give it before. We give it before Purim to show that we are before Haman. Haman is going to show that he's dedicated to kill all the Jews.
When did Haman give the shkalim?
To Hashverosh.
When?
He said he didn't give it. Hashverosh said, I don't need it. You can kill him with it for free.
Right, when we were dying, when was it? Wasn't it Yud Daled Adar?
No, I don't think it was Yud Daled Adar. Yeah, but the idea here is that it was dedicated. Yeah.
Purim.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was beforehand.
Okay.
Whatever everything else. So this is also for that. באחד באדר משאים על השקלים. In other words, before Purim comes around, before the decree comes around, we give the shkalim.
So you have already.
And another thing that we learned before, ועל הכיליים, also they started to warn the people, hey guys, you have fields, right? In your fields there's going to be, you've got vineyards, and in your vineyards there's wheat growing. Take the wheat out.
What do they kill?
What do you mean, what do they kill?
Why did they want to take the wheat? Would they clean the field?
It's kilayim.
Wheat?
Yeah. In your fields of one produce, if there's another produce growing, start taking care of it.
So you
In other words, we're giving you a chance. We're not going to kill. Guys, clean the fields. ועל הכיליים. וכן מכריזים באחד באדר על הכיליים. It says, hey, we remind you, you have to make sure your fields are clean. היינו, שיצאו לגינות ולשדות ולנקותם מצמחי הכיליים. It says, go out into your fields and make sure that your fields are clean from all כיליים. ב-15 בו באדר, on the 15th of Adar, קוראים את המגילה בכרכים. This is when you read the Megillah in ירושלים. בערים המוקפות חומה מימות יהושע בן נון. For example, in Yerushalayim or other cities in the time, Yafo was probably surrounded, Akko was probably surrounded by a wall at the time. ונקטה משנתנו דין קריאת המגילה בכרכים. So why is the Mishnah talking about reading the Megillah? אגב, שאר העניינים מפורטים בה, שהם נעשים ב-15 באדר. Because there's other things that you do it, that you actually have to do in the 15th Adar. ומתקנים את הדרכים ואת הרחובות. There's one more thing. Maintenance for the country, for the highways, for the public, maintenance for the public things were done on this time also. All the maintenance. ומתקנים את הדרכים ואת הרחובות. All the public works used to be done on that month. שנתקלקלו בימות הגשמים. It says why? Because now the summer comes around. It doesn't make sense to start working when it's still raining. Why? Because the rain is going to ruin it anyway. Wait until everything is destroyed. Once it's destroyed, okay, now you can build it for the next year. You know, once the last rain came down, now you can start to...
This money doesn't come from Chatzit shekel, בטוח לא. It doesn't come from Chatzit shekel.
That's something else. That's something else. Yeah, in the temple, it might. In the temple, it might. And also, you're going to see, you can also say maybe even, you can say that we will see, I'm not sure about this, maybe you can even say that some of the money can be used for the drachim. Why? Because the drachim was לסמן את הסימן for ירושלים. And to mark where the graves are, so people are not going to go on the graves. So it might have, you might be able to use the money for that. I'm not sure, I don't know. We'll see. ומתקנים את הדרכים ואת הרחובות, and you fix the ways, the streets, שנתקלקלו בימות הגשמים, that were ruined in the rainy season, כדי שיהיו מתוקנים בשביל עולי רגלים, so that the people who come to ירושלים will be able to come there easily. ויש מפרשים, there are those who explains, שמתקנים את הדרכים ואת הרחובות ואת הגשרים, it says they also makes all the ways, all the streets, all the bridges, בשביל הגולים לערי המקלט. For those people who have to run away to the city of refuge. כמו שכתוב, תכין לך את הדרך. In other words, you have to prepare. In other words, you don't just make a city of refuge and let it rot, nobody can get there. It has to be a way that everybody can go. And how often you have to take care of it? Once a year. ואת מקוואות המים. Also you have to take care of the public מקווה. מנקים את המקוואות שטובלים בהם. You have to clean all the mikvahs that people go into it, מן הרפש של ימות הגשמים, because the rain, there was water that came through it, all the mud is there, all the thing is there, now there's not going to be more rain, so you can clean it. It doesn't make sense to clean it when the rain is still going in there. What are you going to do? ומשלימים אותם להכשירם לטבילה. And also you can add to them to make them kosher for tovel. אם חסרו משיעורם, if they have less than the measurement. I'm not going to get into this now because it has to do with mikvahs, but there's different rules for mikvahs. We all know that the mikveh has to have 40 seah. Yeah. But that's a mikveh, that's not a ma'ayan. A ma'ayan doesn't have to have any measurement. So if a ma'ayan has less than 40 seah, you can add. Because it's a ma'ayan, you can never ruin a ma'ayan. If just a bore has 39 seah and you add water, you make it not legal.
What if you bring rainwater?
Yeah, מים שוביים I'm talking about. Yeah, they say add, אם חסרו משיעורם. Yeah. So it has to be a ma'ayan that you add to. Otherwise, this thing, just that, we're going to learn it when we get to mikvahs. ועושים כל צרכי הרבים. Also, you have to do all the things for the community. Whatever the community needs, waterways, whatever the community needs. בירושלמי מבואר, in ירושלמי it explains, שבית דין מזדרזים לגמור ולבצע דיני ממונות ודיני נפשות. Oh, another interesting things. Also, you have to take care of all the things that are backed up in the court. In other words, last year's things, all the things that backed up in the court, it was winter. It was all winter. Everybody didn't do the work. What happens in the winter? In the winter, the day is short. So the time to work in the things, we don't have as much time as in the summer. So things are backed up. So it says, make sure all the backup, you're going to take care of. So that's what you do. לבצע דיני ממונות, if there's the judges decided things that has to do with money, send the policeman to take the money. דיני נפשות, if somebody needs to be killed, kill him now, that's the time, it's backup, kill him time. דיני מלכות, whoever needs to get lashes, he didn't have time before, give him lashes now. ופדיעת ערכים וחרמים והקדשות והשקעת סוטה ושריפת פרה, and people who donated themselves to the temple, they need to give the money. People who donated their fields to the temple, go collect the money. All the cases about a soita, a woman that went astray, srifat para, burning the red heifer, now is a good time for it. Don't wait for the rest of the year. Retziat eved, ivri, vetarat metzora, all the things. In other words, everything that needs to be done, that's backed up, get it done. כן פותחים בורות של מים מכונסים כדי שימוצים לעם לשתות מהמאות החמה. Also you open waterways for the nation, שכל הדברים להם צריכים רבים מהם. In other words, all public works take care of, courts and everything else. And ומציינים את הקברות. Also during the... another thing that one has to remember the difference. Today, a cemetery looks like a cemetery because it has headstones. In that time, it didn't have headstones. There was no such thing as headstones in Israel. So how would you know where the grave was? They would take lime and they would mark it with lime. But the rainy season in Israel washes away the lime. So after the rainy season is over, you have to start marking it again because after 2 years or 3 years, you won't see where the graves are. Yeah. So this is מציינים את הקברות. You have to lime the graves. שופכים סביבם סיד. You put around them. Seed is lime? I think so. Yeah, seed is lime. לציון ולסימן. As a marking. כדי שלא יעליו עליהם כהנים ונושאי טהרות. So that pure people or כהנים are not going to go there. שכן בימות הגשמים נמחה הסיד הישן. Because in the rainy season, everything was washed away. הילקח צריך לחזור ולציינם. Therefore now it's a good time to go and redo them. ויוצאים אף על הכליים. And also we're going to see now, this is on the 15th of Adar, because on the 1st of Adar, they told them, hey guys, make sure the kilaim. There's no kilaim. So on the 15th of Adar, what do? You go out and you say, hey, you didn't take care of it? לאחר שהכריזו באחד באתר על הכליים, so after you said on the 1st of Adar on the kilaim, יוצאים שליחי דד ב-15 בו, it says, I gave you 2 weeks, you didn't do your job. אף לבקר בשדות ובגינות, there's an inspection on the 15th of Adar in all the fields. אם אמנם מקרו הבעלים את צמחי הכליים. If the owners actually took out the כליים.